students.
Well, we're sorry we couldn't be there with you today. That was just another checkpoint we have to pass.
Yeah, I couldn't cross.
We couldn't cross. So,
I'm Shada Hamad. I'm a third-year student at Birzeit University, and I'm a volunteer at the Violate Education Campaign.
My name is Dima Safi, and I'm a fourth-year student at Birzeit University in the occupied West Bank, and I am a first-year volunteer at the Violate Education Campaign.
It's a struggle, basically. It's something that makes you feel so humiliated as a person, and that you're not treated as a human being. And it makes you wonder, like, why am I treated that way? Is it just because I'm Palestinian?
We face the constant threat of being stopped at flying checkpoints or just passing through the major checkpoints, which are actually equipped with like technology from American companies like HP. And so, yeah, it makes education like really inaccessible to us, but
it gives you a fear and anxiety, like, should I go through it or should I drop? And it makes you don't have any passion to study anymore. You just go because either you have to go or it's the only thing you can do, just go to school. And even if you go to a class, you don't have the need, like, I want to go study. You just go because, oh shit, I got a class. And it's something that I think it's a smart move. The occupation, I think they planned it so well, because if a person is given some kind of education, but still that person doesn't have the passion to study, so they can blame the person himself. And either way, the person wouldn't be educated, and if he's not educated, he's not going to be able to acknowledge his rights and be able to demand them.
Yeah.
And which is really, like, it's scary how they plan, like, the Israeli occupation plans everything. Not the occupation on everyday life, like every life aspect is occupied on an everyday basis.
Our schools face the constant threat of being demolished, and so basically what Israel does is that it uses these bulldozers equipped by Caterpillar companies to demolish schools, high schools and elementary schools, and then simultaneously it expands its colonies where these schools are, which colonies of course are illegal under the 14 Geneva Convention, and this results in a really high level of illiteracy amongst Palestinians. So checkpoints are one of the most degrading experiences that Palestinians and humans in general have to go through, but Palestinians especially, because we're mentally conditioned as students, we're mentally conditioned into preparing for the checkpoint as if we're preparing for classes. So basically, when class is at 8 a.m., we have to be out of the house by 5 a.m., just because of the prospect of passing through a checkpoint and the degrading experience of being like strip searched or like being stopped for hours or being like searched by dogs. It's just a really disgusting experience. And then say we do get to class on time by some miracle, we'd be too traumatized from that experience to actually like focus on our education or on our lesson. So it's one of the worst experiences students go through, and it's a form of collective punishment the Israeli occupation imposes on us.
People who are living in, like, let's say Jenin or Nablus or from Jerusalem, they make their schedules like early in the morning and like finishing like at noon. So they need to go home early before the checkpoints are crowded.
If we take like the amount of time, like the time frames that were late every time to class, it'll equal about 24, like a day and a half actually of a month. So times that by like 4 months in a semester. So that's like 8 days of missing of school days. So, as human beings, we all have a moral responsibility to stand up for justice everywhere. And that is why we urge you to vote yes to divestment, in order to stop the ongoing occupation of Palestine.
The occupied entity that oppresses us human beings and doesn't treat us as human beings. Like, the divestment is just a simple way that you can do to pressure the occupation to give the Palestinians their basic rights, basically.